The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Welcome. This is big. To the Hauraki Big Show. Really big. With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company on this glorious Monday afternoon, the 7th of July, 2025. And as always, you're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Handcrafted burgers, loaded fries, and gourmet eats that'll change the game.
Reburger.
Sauce chicken.
Yes. Great stuff, fellas. Great stuff. Mogi, as always, you're a stallion. How's life?
Going pretty grouse, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. Of course, things aren't great around old Mogie's house.
No.
My wife's left me.
That's terrible news, man. That's terrible
I know.
news. I was
but
sad
you
to
just
hear
shut
that.
up and get on with it.
You do.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
You know, you got to stay in a good mood. You got to still sort everything out. You got to look after your kid, man. You got to think of the kids.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
You hear what I'm saying, man?
Sure.
Jase.
Jason,
Yeah.
can you hear Mike right now?
Yeah, I can hear him really well.
Okay.
Can you hear him, Keyzie?
Yeah, of course I can. I just wonder if...
Has your wife ever left you, Jase?
No, she never has.
Right.
Not
I
once.
find that so hard to believe.
Huh?
Do you
Unreal.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, my first and second wife did,
That's true.
but my third wife, she's currently still on board.
What was your second wife's name?
Pardon? Deirdre.
Deirdre.
Yes.
She was an old timer.
Oh, really?
Jase was trying to get her cash.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was about 78. I was about sort of 23 there, Keyzie. It was a
Far out.
passionate love affair, but I was trying to get her cash.
So she'd be over 100 now.
No, she's dead, I think.
Oh, good one, Keyzie.
I'm going well, fellas. Good to have Jase back.
Better than Deirdre.
Better than...
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's good to have Jase back. He was literally a sick son of a bee
Yes.
at the end of last week, but you feeling better now, man?
Yeah, I am feeling better. Not still 100%, but you know what, fellas, I'm a backbone. I'll just get on with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just shut up and get on with it because we've got a massive show ahead.
What are we talking about?
Oh, just so much stuff. I sit at the front, Keyzie. Jeez Louise.
Good to have you back, man.
In the meantime, here's Aerosmith.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, the offspring there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time, 14 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Now, it's a famous month here on Radio Hauraki. We do it every single year. It is Beer and Pie July, where we celebrate a classic Kiwi combo. This week, we've got a delicious Monteith's West Coast and Hazy.
Is it delicious?
Is it delicious?
It's delicious,
Keyzie?
fellas. And it is paired with an original wild venison steak pie from the West Coast Pie Company.
Bloody delicious too.
It is delicious. We ate one earlier. We'll put a video on social media of us eating it.
Wait till you see us eat this
Wait
pie,
till
man.
you see it, man.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
I don't think you see me eating it in the video. I ate it afterwards.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I
you
bet
did.
you did.
You're eating that pie, man.
You ate it up.
I was getting stuck into that pie, fellas.
But one of the things we want to discuss today, and in fact, is it a big poll?
It is.
Okay.
The Big Poll.
Hoytey J immediately put tomato sauce on this amazing homemade venison pie.
Yes, I did.
You had the pie there, and you said, have we got any sauce? And I said, what? Sauce? And you said, yes, sauce. I said, tomato sauce. You said, yes. I said, for that venison pie. You said, yes.
What?
What is your position on sauce and pies?
Well, can I just say, fellas, basically my position is this. If it's got pastry, it requires sauce.
Like a croissant.
Well,
Or
maybe,
like an apple
maybe not
pie.
a croissant. But in terms of pies, there's not a pie that you can name me that I wouldn't have tomato sauce
Apple
on.
pie.
Oh, apart from an apple pie. Any kind of dessert pie, certainly no tomato sauce.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see if we can find out.
We'll see if we can find one. Yeah. So I guess what is the big bowl here? I want to know, because if I'm putting sauce on a pie, it's got to be a mince pie or like a steak pie.
Yeah, I feel like if a pie is well made enough,
Yeah, and yummy.
Which
enough.
these are, by the
you're
way.
dealing with, they are out the gate, and you're dealing with top quality ingredients, which these ones are, then it feels like to me the gravy and the ingredients encased in the pie should be enough in terms of your moisture. But you're just like, nah, everything gets, because it just means all the work that they've done with that little casserole in there is just obliterated by an overpowering tomato sauce.
Look, and can I say the casserole inside the pie today was beautiful. I just
Tasted
feel
like tomato sauce.
I feel like it's just slightly enhanced by a little touch of, and I mean, I just want to clarify here, I don't smother it into, it's just a little tap on my knife there that I rub onto the pie. It's perfect.
Look, I'm a sauce boy. All right? I don't mind admitting it when I was growing up.
We know you're a sauce boy, Keyzie.
No, not that kind of sauce, fellas. Tomato sauce.
Oh,
Right?
right, okay,
I'm a sauce chicken. And when I grew up, I was putting tomato sauce on everything. And I love tomato sauce on a pie or whatever it might be, or saucy roll. But as soon as the pie is slightly fancier than mince or steak, absolutely not. No sauce for me.
Well, I kind of feel like it's a Kiwi institution. I feel like with this big poll that the majority of Kiwis will agree with me.
Okay, so again, I think we could just got to keep it simple and specific to our experience today. So it's probably tomato sauce on a wild venison pie.
Yes or no? Yeah, okay. A lot of you head to the Hauraki Big Show's Instagram story. Pugs will whip that up in a sec or two.
He's stoked about that.
A lot of texts on 3483 already. Butter chicken pie, sauce on that?
Yes.
Right. Chicken pie, just a regular chicken mushroom pie?
Absolutely.
Cream pie?
Not a cream pie,
I suppose
Keyzie.
it would come under dessert pie, wouldn't it? Someone says, F you, Jase, I'm switching to flavour. That is how outrageous it is that you put tomato sauce on that pie.
Maybe I'm wrong about it being a Kiwi institution. We'll find out with a big poll.
Yep. Hauraki Big Show on Instagram. Check it out.
In the meantime, here's Led Zeppelin.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Led Zeppelin there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 26 minutes past 4 o'clock. Now, fellas, I was off for the last couple of days last week. Bit of influenza, bit of filth in the system.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because Mogi, we did a throbbo. It was explosive themed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did actually see that.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of the messages you guys sent me. I just couldn't be asked responding. You know what I'm saying?
It's just Mogi said that you had explosive,
No, I didn't have explosive.
Oh.
Another creature in my household did.
your wife?
Now, you'll recall last week that my wife, unbeknownst to me, had volunteered to house sit a dog.
Oh, that's right.
And the dog was brought over to our house, and as the people that brought over the dog were leaving, they said to us, "Oh, was there always that wet patch on your carpet?" And we were like, "No, we've never had a wet..." Firstly, what a stupid question to ask.
Yes.
Like, we'd have a wet patch on our carpet and just ignore it. And we were like, no, we don't usually have a wet patch there. And they went, oh. And then the wife of the guy that said that said, "Why did you tell them that, you idiot?"
Because the dog had done wheeze,
Because the dog had done wheeze just as they were leaving. And you were outraged, Mogi, because then they left without cleaning it up.
Yeah.
That's right.
The dog's really old too, isn't it?
It's really
and
old.
It's a lab?
And it's also got a big kind of fatty tumour.
Oh, God.
Fatty tumour on its chest.
Get out.
Which I...
Hit the bricks.
Which I was discussing with my wife yesterday and saying, oh, why don't they operate on it? And it's like, oh, but it's not worth it. It's too old. The dog's too old. You know, it's going to leave a big scar. The operation could kill it. And we were like, oh,
might leave. Is it a model? It can't have scars.
Yes.
It'll get bullied by the other dogs.
So anyway, on Thursday, woke up feeling terrible. It's all through the household, this sickness. And I get up and I wander into the kitchen. I make a coffee because that's what I do. I then wander into our sun lounge. And to my absolute disgust, there is a vibrant green diarrhea excrement everywhere through my sunroom. Now, you've been in a similar situation, Maggie, with vomit and things like that. There was a moment where I considered not seeing said disgusting piece of shit, quite frankly. And so obviously the dog during the night had just ripped the ass.
Yeah.
But it wasn't solid. And it was one of the most disgusting things. And I was already feeling like crap.
What was it? What's it landed on their carpet or what do we got?
Mostly in there it's wood.
God.
So
great.
that was okay. But there was a splatter of it on a mesh carpet in there.
Oh.
So it's not even your sort of standard bog carpet. It was a very dense mesh. So it got really in there. So Hoytey J had to mop up this excrement whilst feeling like crap. She's subsequently done another 2 wees inside. So I've now gone, no, she's an outside dog.
Yeah.
Which is
Good,
fair enough.
good, yes,
Don't you agree?
100%, yes.
Until we go to bed at night, and then we'll bring her in again.
Completely agree. And, there's a little bit of chat about my outrage that your friends would say, just sort of joke about the fact that the dog has done a wee and
Yes.
blah, blah. And I think, Keyzie, it was a pretty good point that you made, because it would be funny if it was a one-off. If it's the first signs of a pattern of behaviour,
Yes.
systematic, dumping of the bowels and the bladder inside, then they shouldn't have been laughing about it, because they know damn well
Yes.
that dog is a scumbag.
I don't know. It's still pretty funny.
My
It's funny
wife,
that it's happened to Jase.
yes. But
Yeah.
my wife was saying, she was getting all pug-san on it because, he's a real softie. And she was saying, maybe, she's really old and just a bit disorientated.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's like, I don't care. I don't want to be cleaning up green diarrhea.
That's fine if the dog's disorientated. That's fine if it's really old.
Yes.
Then they need to look after their own dog. You can't have other people looking after a dog that is doing that.
Thank
That
you,
is
Mogi.
shocking. So they need to either stay home or take it up the back paddock, man, one or the other.
So have you got rid of
I'm
it then?
fuming about it.
I'm fuming about it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you'd be angrier than me. I don't really care.
Well, I was
Yeah,
just
I don't really
thinking,
give a crap, to be
I
honest.
was actually thinking, Keyzie, you've always said that you're thinking of getting a dog.
Oh, you should get this one.
Maybe you should look after this one, get a bit of a feel for it, you and your wife, and get an idea of whether you want to go in that direction or not.
Get a feel for what? Diarrhea? Yeah, cheers, man. Drop it off. Keen as.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Weezer there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 4:53. Let's talk TV. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Fellas. Over the weekend, fellas, I watched a classic, Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah. God, it's good, man.
First one?
He's funny, man.
He is very funny.
It's really good. He's an undercover cop from Detroit, but one of his best friends gets executed at the start of the film, and it's Eddie's mission from that point on to track that person down. He's just a loyal guy.
Yeah.
He just wants to get to the bottom of the case, and so he goes over to Beverly Hills. Tell you what, he's a bit of a fish out of water, but he makes it work. Very, very good. 5 buzzies.
5.
Yeah, 5 buzzies.
They were great movies.
That one was.
Oh, yeah, they started to deteriorate, really, didn't they?
But yes.
I watched a lovely movie last night called Causeway.
Oh, has that got old mate in it? The woman there, the Irish.
Jennifer Lawrence.
That's her.
Is she Irish?
No.
And there's something about her that I greatly admire. I was sort of watching her in this movie, and
Sound off.
Muted.
the thing is, in almost every scene, she looks slightly different.
Right.
She's like a chameleon, basically. And it's basically the story of her coming back after being bombed in Afghanistan, getting a brain injury, and kind of having to go back home and reconnect with her family, and being a little lost, trying to get back to Afghanistan.
Because she was a soldier, eh?
She was a soldier, yes.
She wants to go back to war.
She wants to go back to war. She really does.
She wants to return home to New Orleans?
Because she can't. She always wanted to get out of her hometown because she didn't get on with her mum or her brother. She just needed to get out.
I'll be honest with you, Jase, the real war was at home.
Indeed. Emotionally, Mogi, emotionally. And it's a very kind of sweet story, and she befriends this guy, and they kind of become friends.
I don't know about this guy.
Is he a mechanic?
I don't know about this guy.
He's a mechanic, and he's kind of a down-and-outer. He's had his own pain.
Yeah, I bet. Do they connect over that?
They do connect over that, but then they fall out over
Was his
that.
pain caused from like a car crash or anything?
There was a car crash involved, yes.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to give too much of the game away here,
And he's
Keyzie.
also a mechanic, is he?
He's a mechanic, yes.
So, mechanic in a car crash, he's kind of the architect of his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mogi.
Oh, man.
Boy.
He does it very nice. He fixes her car for free and stuff.
I bet he does.
But it's a very sweet friendship that sort of falls apart and then maybe, just maybe, comes back together.
There's a little bit of hope. We don't know.
Yeah.
Why is it called Causeway? Is there a causeway at any point?
Yes, where the accident happened.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I give it a comfortable 2.3 bussies.
So it's not even average. It's below average.
Just slightly below average.
So it sucks, except Jennifer Lawrence is in it.
Just slightly below average.
By the way, our rating system is 5 bussies is the best you can get. I watched the season finale of Clarkson's Farm last night, and the storyline of this season is that he buys this pub, and he makes the decision in like episode 6 or something, there's 8 episodes, that he wants it open by a certain weekend. And then the last 3 episodes is everything going to shit because he's rushing it out to try and get it open by the last weekend, and it's like all stress. And my wife's just like, oh, wow, that's stressful. And I'm like, well, it wouldn't be if he didn't say it has to be open by this weekend. There was no reason to be. Cool looking pub. Would love to go check it out. Cool.
So it sounds like they've taken the pattern that you do for that movie. What was the motorbike one? The first one that did it, you know? You put a timeline in place. It's got to be done by this time.
American Chopper.
American Chopper. You create the stress. So they've done that for the sake of making television. It creates a threat at the end. There's something they're working towards. There's a deadline. You apply pressure. All the characters are under pressure. You get drama. But really, it's only for TV. It doesn't matter at all.
And that's the first time they've done it.
Can I just make a technical point here, Keyzie?
What's that, Jason?
I thought it was Clarkson's farm. I thought he bought a farm.
He has a farm. He owns a farm, and he also wants to own a classic British pub that uses only British farmed foods because they're struggling.
Right, okay.
Yeah. It's on Amazon. It's fine. It's an entertaining season. Good to watch with the partner there.
Great stuff. Hey,
Huh?
Plenty coming up after 5 o'clock.
Like what?
Well, we're going to review the AB's performance over the weekend. I believe you cooked your parents' dinner down in Tauranga over the weekend, and they were very impressed.
They were impressed. Just stay tuned for that.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're surviving your Monday afternoon tickety-boo. The time is 5 minutes past 5 o'clock, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Handcrafted burgers, loaded fries, and gourmet eats that'll change the game.
Chips.
What the hell was that?
It's our Reburger sponsorship obligations.
No, that first sting?
I wouldn't call it an obligation. We get to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
I love doing it.
Really? Why are you questioning it then?
No,
What?
I've never heard it before, that's all. Is it a new one?
Well, no, we've been...
Months.
We've had it for months.
Play it again, please.
Because the handcrafted burgers and loaded fries and gourmet eats that'll change the
Oh,
game.
I thought it said herb crusted.
Yeah, herb crusted. Yeah.
Right, oh, that's great stuff, Pugs.
That's the one, man.
Good stuff, Pugs.
Jeez,
That's
that
how you
is-
do it, Pugs.
That is really good. Any of you fellas get to eat some Reburger over the weekend?
No.
Oh, bugger.
Unfortunately, I didn't. I did get to eat a meal which I prepared for my parents, though.
Yes.
Kind of keen to share the recipe with everyone because it went down an absolute treat. My parents, not the most out there when it comes to, your foods.
Yeah.
It's that generation, to be fair, though, Keyzie. You know what I mean? It was meat and 3 veg.
Yeah, that generation.
The oldies,
Yeah, true,
as I like to
true.
call them.
That's true.
You know when you'd boil the crap out of everything?
Yeah.
You get sort of tough old mutton, chuck
That's
a few
right.
brussies on there, and...
That's right. So they were like, oh, how are you going to cook it? Are you going to boil it? And I was like, nah, trust me, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
But I'll get into that soon because I kind of opened them their minds up to new culinary delights from around the world. Let's just say that.
Save it, man. Save it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
looking forward to it. Is that
true.
next, is it?
Can be.
How good.
Yeah, man.
So good.
Thanks, Jase.
Love food, chat.
Black Keys.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. The Who there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 15 minutes past 5 o'clock.
So spent the weekend down in Tauranga, fellas, with my family. That's where I grew up. It's where my childhood house is and still is. My parents are there as well. And I said last time I was down, I was like, you know what, Mum? Why don't me and my brother...
But you call her Mama.
Mummy. Actually, it's Mummy. I said, you know what, Mummy? Why don't me and my brother cook you guys dinner? Because we've never done that together. He lives in Tauranga as well, and he was coming around for dinner. We're like, we'll make it.
That's really nice, Keyzie, because usually she cooks you, everything and the chocolate roll or whatever.
Log.
Log.
Chocolate log.
Yeah, desserts and stuff. So it's very nice of you to do that.
And admittedly, Mummy still made an apple crumble.
Yeah, good.
And this time she was like, do you want an apple crumble or a sticky date pudding? And I said, nah, the last one was chocolate log or apple crumble, and we went log. This time we'll go crumble. And she's like, okay. So she still made that. But my parents are pretty, as you said earlier, meat and 3 veg when it comes to food. Not super out there when it comes to, global culinary delights. I'm pretty well travelled, I like to think. So I was like, you know what? I'll just sort of expand their horizons when it comes to food.
Like you make them a mild butter chicken?
No,
that's your favourite.
They're not ready for that.
From Patax?
They're not ready for that.
Oh, right.
So I thought I'd introduce them to burritos.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I was like, have you heard of a burrito? And Dad was like, what the hell's that?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they eat it in Mexico. It's like a Mexican dish. And he was like, I've never been to Mexico. And I was like, yeah, trust me, it's yummy. It better be. And so I was like, well, I'll make burritos and sort of open their eyes to this new world. So I went to the supermarket, got all the ingredients.
Yes.
Made a burrito pack.
Yeah, from El Taco.
Old El Paso.
Old Paso.
I did. I got the mild chicken sort of.
Yeah.
It's like a spice mix, I guess it is.
It's the best one.
A coating. Mild. Because I
usually go mince for burritos, but okay.
Mince. Yeah, well, that's if you're having mince burritos, I guess.
Yeah, that's good for mince burritos.
That's mince burritos. Yeah, I'm making chicken burritos.
Right, yeah, nice.
El Pollo.
So it is El Pollo. So that's Spanish for chicken.
That's right.
So got my packet of mild old El Paso chicken coating. Got a roast chook, a hot pre-made one. I got the wraps tortillas. And I got a tub of coleslaw.
Yes,
from the deli.
Coleslaw.
This is Mexican as
yeah.
tequila.
And then obviously I got some red beans in a tin.
Yep.
And some sour cream just to tone it down a bit. And so as I was making it, they were like, what the hell? I've never heard of these. What are these burritos? I was like, yeah. What are those flat things? Like, those tortillas. Mm-hmm. They're like, wow, what are they made? And I was like, I'm not sure what they're made out of, but
flour.
Put them with flour. Flour, it turns out. So made that. Put the sour cream down first, and then shredded the roast chicken. It was garlic and herb flavour. Actually, it was delicious.
Oh yeah.
And then put that down on the sour cream in the middle of the tortilla.
You're giving me this recipe, eh?
Yeah, 100%. And then sort of get the seasoning and just shake a little bit on top of that.
Yeah, you've got to be careful.
It's spicy.
Can I just give you a little tip out there for everybody that likes their El Paso taco kits?
Yeah.
Put that through a sieve. So you pour it into a sieve and just shake it gently that way.
Right,
because it can have a habit of just coming out in a big clump.
Yeah, I don't want it to overpower.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
especially because your dad can't handle spice.
Yeah, and neither can Mum, to be honest. So honestly, if I had to put it into a quantity, I would say like half a teaspoon. And then, a big dollop of coleslaw, a few red beans, maybe 5 red beans out of the tin.
Yes.
And then, folded it up.
Did you have cheese on there? I can't remember.
Nah, no cheese.
Good.
What about a guac?
Nah, no guac. What's
a jalapeno?
No.
Yeah, good. Any red onion in there?
No.
Any lettuce in there? Just a coleslaw? You got a cabbage instead of a lettuce?
In there. Yeah. And they said it was the yummest thing they've ever had, and they're pretty keen to try more Mexican food. So it's quite nice when you sort of open your family members' eyes to stuff. Isn't it?
Man.
Yeah. So,
what are you trying next?
I might try nachos.
Yeah.
They've never had nachos
okay.
before.
They've never heard minced nachos, though, not chicken.
What, if you're making minced nachos, sure. I'll probably make chicken nachos. Shit, this is a good tune. They're touring at the moment, Black Sabbath, isn't it?
No, they played their last gig over the weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Really?
Yeah, they did.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
The Black Crows there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 5:28. Remind me, fellas, have we got an OB this week? Are we going overseas somewhere?
What's an OB?
off-site broadcast.
Yeah, the audience won't know that. Yes, we are doing a live show, Jace. Not overseas, though. We are heading down to the South Island to beautiful Christchurch.
That's overseas.
I suppose it is. It's over a sea. We're going to be live this Thursday from 4 p.m. at the Bridge Pub in Prebbleton. Come on down. It's to celebrate Beer and Pie July, so there's going to be plenty of Monteiths on tap there. There's West Coast pies being given away, and also the first 100 through the door. First 100, so don't come late and try to get one, but you will instantly get a backbone tea and a West Coast pie.
Sure.
Too good, man. Too good.
Bloody awesome.
Fellas, I have concerns, and I'd like to express them to you if I may.
Sure.
Over the last week and a half, I've noticed from you two reprobates a staggering increase in busy activity on your phones. Now,
what do you mean?
You haven't been so bad, Mogi, but just in this show alone, Keyzie has shown 5 busy videos, and he's like, why do I need this on my phone?
On my
Why
Instagram.
do I even need this? And he then watches the whole thing and shows everyone in the studio.
And downloads it.
Now, what is going on there? Because you all claim that, no, you don't. You have no idea why you're getting that stuff on your phones. And I want to know what's happening.
Hoytey J, and I know you're saying this isn't me, you're sort of bringing up Keyzie as an example. This is the sort of thing that shouldn't be spoken about on air. It's meant to be private. And Keyzie was quite clear about that.
Okay, now I wasn't far. I pulled you guys aside, didn't I? And I said, hey, can you guys not talk about the amount of buzzies on my Instagram?
You said word to the wise, boys.
say word
you said
to
word
the
to the wise.
wise. I never say that.
You said boys will be boys.
While you were tapping your nose.
Goes
That's
on
right.
tour, stays on tour.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Backbone, hashtag backbone is what you said.
Well, can I say that my concern, Keyzie, overrode that for you? And the fact that they're pouring in now
What
is
is pouring
worrying.
in?
Well, you showed us 5, literally 5 in the last hour.
I have been recoiling at them.
And I've seen the filth on your phone, Mogi, so for you to be recoiling...
Okay, so look, we just need to clear something up here, all right? So we're talking about your Instagram algorithm and what you get served.
Yeah.
Now, every now and then, and I think every person of a certain
Sex.
Well, I gotta say gender, but also just like, people that are into a certain thing, every now and then your algorithm kind of gets away on you a little bit. You know what I mean? So mine's mostly motorbikes. It's mostly NRL highlights. Every now and then it'll just be like a hot chick in a bikini.
Yeah.
And so I was showing Mogi going, God, look at what my Instagram's trying to make me look at, sort of thing. It's not that I'm literally showing him so that he can be disgusted on my behalf, because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. And then, of course, because I've shown him.
How come you watch it to the end? What?
Huh?
Yeah, why do you watch the whole thing, though?
Well, they're not usually that long. They're only like, a minute 30 or something. But I hear you, Jase, and I appreciate your concern.
Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful.
Oh.
My algorithm is just rugby, fatherhood videos, and how to be a backbone.
Yeah.
Mine's weird monkeys, mukbang,
Yeah.
and
I'll just check mine. Oh, God, it's all buzzy.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Bush there for your Monday afternoon. Now, we had the first test match of the winter this past weekend. With that in mind, we've got ACC head G Lane on the phone. G'day, Lane. How's life?
G'day, mate. Cheers. Deja vu, wasn't it? It's been very similar to last year's first All Black game against an understrength England team.
I remember that.
You
Very
mean
similar.
terrible? Is that what you're saying?
Wow, scratchy.
Yes,
I'd say
scratchy.
It was a bit scratchy. No one ever underestimates the French, but I think we may have just a little bit.
Well, it's funny because I heard you do quite a few podcasts where you were massively underestimating the French and saying we're going to smash them by 50, and you got all sorts of multis on them and we're going to demo them and how good. But you're right. We did underestimate them, and you've got to sort of take account at the same time that the All Blacks It's their first game of the year, man. They might have played with other people, but they haven't played together. They don't have any warm-up matches or anything. It's first game out. There were glimpses at first 20 in the last 20 of the first half. I thought they were good. What about you?
Yeah, look, I mean, there were the 3 tries that were disallowed. 2 probably were legit. 1 was pretty dubious.
Yeah, some of them were pretty tight, to be fair.
Yeah, and look, I mean, if it was a rugby league game, they would have been given on 5.
Come on.
Jeez.
No, they would have. That's why
Mate,
I like
they drag back a try in rugby league. Don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But they do run a vibe check on most things, though. But I think there were moments, there were glimpses of potential there for the All Blacks. A shame that Sever Peace knocked himself out in the first 57 seconds of the match.
Yeah.
Which forced Will Jordan to wing.
I actually had him as my first concussion, so I made about $3,000 on that.
Yeah, nice.
You got those odds early.
Speaking of odds, what did you bet on the All Blacks there, Lane?
Wow, I went for total points, more than 55.5, and that came in because it was 31 points to 27.
I've actually got to be
money on Adi Savia though, but he let me down.
Got to be honest with you. I actually thought the French were going to win that game in the last few minutes. It had all the vibes of one of those kind of games where we nearly put the nail in the coffin, but they were going to snatch it in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
I think the smart decision there from Adi Savia when he took over captaincy from Dog Roll to take those 3 points and put it within about 4 points, which means they had to score. But having been at the ground, though, Jase, the French team, they were gassed. They had nothing left in the tank. The All Blacks bench was much stronger than theirs. So, I don't know. It's been at the ground. I wasn't as nervous, potentially, as what you might have been watching at home.
G-Lane, Keyzie here, man. Hope you're well.
Thanks, Keyzie. Thanks for asking.
That's good. That's good. Obviously, Severed Peace, Sever Reece getting knocked out early meant that Will Jordan went to the wing and Damien McKenzie was at fullback. McKenzie then, in my opinion, was one of the best players on ground. And for me, it's almost like he should be playing an entire game. Yeah,
he was pretty electric. He is one slippery customer, man. And he has got big nuts, man. He runs
tough as nails.
Straight at some of the biggest dudes on the field, and he just goes at them at 100 miles an hour. And he's only like 85 kg. I thought he played. Yeah, I agree with you, Keyzie. I thought he was one of the best players, along with the debutant, the Red Lock district, the Dutch rudder himself, Fabian Holland. He had a barnstorming first game.
Absolutely. How was the atmos down there, man? Sitting there at home, it sounded like it was as quiet as a libry. You were there. Talk us through it.
Oh, there was quite a few.
Except for the French.
Yeah, 29,000, I think.
Yeah, there were quite a few Frenchies there. The Alele Blue chant was probably the loudest of the night. The old All Blacks chant went up, but it was classic South Island fans. You know, they just did there to watch their rugby, mate.
Yeah, that's totally right. Just want to
sit down, shut up, and watch some code, mate.
Yeah, might as well sit at home and watch it.
Overall, though, Lane, out of 10, what do you give the All Blacks? I give them a 5.75, Buzzies.
Yeah, I think you're about right there, Jase. It's a pass, but I think you wait for the next couple of weeks. They'll improve, and I think they will have it over the French in these next 2 games.
All right, Lane. Thanks, mate. Get out!
I'm on the phone. I'm already
going. Oh, right.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Faith No More there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Now coming up after 6 o'clock, the result of the Big Show Big Poll, fellas.
What was that again? It was a pie one.
It's a bloody ripper. The question that we asked out the back of getting involved with this unbelievable beer and pie July, we call it, Jase.
Yes.
We've been having these lovely pies turn up.
And they are lovely.
They are unbelievable, from the West Coast Pie Company. And Jase, you had yourself a wild venison steak, but you put tomato sauce on it, which a lot of people consider to be an abomination. So the question was, tomato sauce on a wild venison pie, yay or nay?
Yeah, and these are delicious. These aren't petrol station pies. These are delicious gourmet ones. You have to special order them on a website. A few places have them, but West Coast Pie, it's a top level pie. Delicious.
It's gourmet, isn't it?
Very gourmet, and Hoytey J drowned it in ketchup.
Well,
absolutely.
He drowned it.
Can I just say, I didn't drown it.
It was disgusting.
I have a little dollop on the side. It's not on the pie, it's just on the side there, and I just dip it in slightly.
Dippity-doo-dah.
Hey, also after 6 o'clock, we give out some more advice, fellas.
We do give out some advice, fellas, so if you need advice, email us, meatpattynips69@gmail.com, and if it gets read on the radio, you win yourself a $50 Reburger voucher.
The Hauraki Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. How's your Monday going? All right? Let us know on 3483. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Crave-worthy street food freshly made with Reburger.
Yeah, man. You love it?
So good.
It's the best, isn't it? My favourite is probably the backbone burger.
Really?
Yeah, which is 2 meat patties and some cheese.
Well, no. If you're gonna go into the ingredients, it's a couple of 100% New Zealand beef patties,
Yeah.
layered
None of
with
that
cheese.
foreign muck.
None of that foreign beef muck.
Yeah. What's your favourite
Sorry,
Reburger?
mounds
sorry.
of glorious streaky bacon.
Yes,
Oh, yes, I
that's
forgot
right.
about the mounds.
New Zealand bacon. None of that foreign bacon.
Muck.
Muck. And a classic combo of aioli and ketchup, all on a soft toasted milk bun.
You know, Keyzie, it occurs to me that you haven't spoken about what your favourite Reburger is.
Yes.
They do a really spicy chicken one. I can't remember if it's called the Fiery Chick. I'll just double check the name of it here. Last 2 times I've gone, I've got the backbone burger, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's the Fiery Chick.
That's okay. You don't have to get it completely right. I mean.
No, I was wrong. It was the
It's all good, man.
It doesn't matter.
No, look,
I don't want to throw you under the
it sort of
bus here,
feels like,
Keyzie.
I mean, that was pretty short notice for Jase to say that.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
to be
100%.
fair.
And the thing is, I like to do genuine, true to earth content. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm not going
yeah.
to make up a burger. Or I could just say the backbone
Spicy
burger.
check, you just said.
The backbone burger.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I want to find the exact one and let you guys know what it is.
Okay,
all right?
why don't
Yeah,
you we'll
great
talk
stuff.
about it tomorrow?
Yeah, we can. We'll give you
We'll
time
come back to it. You
sort of
research it
research
tonight.
You do a bit of research tonight. I just love the fries. It's called, and all the burgers.
It's called Regent Red.
Oh,
you were
yeah.
miles off.
That is a good one. I like that one too.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell I got that other name from. That's
Yeah,
weird.
that's odd.
Yeah.
Spicy check.
Hey,
Yeah.
now coming up, speaking of food, are the results of the big poll.
Yeah.
Me putting tomato sauce on a beautiful wild venison pie.
That's right.
Yeah. So get your votes in on the Hauraki Big Show's Instagram page, the story there, and vote and get involved.
Good idea.
Yeah, is this Pink Floyd?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Pearl Jam there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening, but right now it's time for
The Big Poll.
The big poll, you vote on the Hauraki Big Show's Instagram story. We put a question up and it's basically yes or no.
Yes.
Today's question was tea sauce on a wild venison pie. Now, that was because we have a delicious set of fresh pies come in from the West Coast Pie Company. We ate them. They were fresh wild venison. Jase had to drown his in sauce.
Yeah.
Predictions on the outcomes, fellas?
I'm going 70% of people would be against it with a venison pie.
Yeah, what about you, Jase?
I would say 60% would be for it.
Wow, so 60% say yes.
That's
Yes.
different.
Wow, okay, that's different to what Mogi said,
Well, yes, it is.
which I think makes for good listening.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have a winner and a loser.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be in your camp and somebody's going to be in my camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just sort of be indifferent and kind of run the
because
whole
you know
thing.
the results.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So the big result is 56% of people, so very close.
50-50, really.
Pretty much 50-50. 56% of people said no, but still 44% said yes.
They're happy with it.
So there
Well,
are
like I say, it's a bit of a Kiwi institution, you know, a bit of a pie and some tomato sauce.
Yeah.
yeah, but if I wanted to drown it in sauce and then it'd be all sloppy, I may as well suck on a chili dog. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sucking on a chili dog.
Suck it on.
You guys have changed, man.
What do you mean? We always do that segment. It's called sucking on a chili dog.
Yeah, man. How's it go again?
Sucking on a chili dog.
So anytime someone's sucking on something, Jace, you say, I may as well suck on a chili dog.
Hey,
And then I play the sting.
just on that, by the way, I'd be happy with a bit of kasundi on the side as well.
Would you put that on a chili dog?
Yes, I would.
Sucking on a chili dog.
Do you like our new segment? It's called Sucking on a Chili Dog.
It's so good, man.
Yeah. Do you know where it comes from?
No.
Nah, neither.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Incubus there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening. Now, do you guys want a wild West Coast adventure?
Sure do, Jase. What about you, Mike?
No, I'm all good. I mean, I know that this is about a competition. I'm saying no because I know I can't win it. But I bet a lot of people out there would love to.
Totally, man.
Totally, fellas.
Yeah.
Did you say Wild West Coast?
Monteiths, born of the wild.
Hey, if you get your phone out, get it out,
Yes.
open it up.
Okay.
Go to the messages tab.
Yes.
And then fire off a text that says wild, just wild, the word, to 3483. Get yourself in the draw because we are giving away a wild
D.
Wild, not word.
So wild, the word.
Just wild.
Okay.
Just the word wild. No, just the one word and it's wild.
One word, wild.
Mo, you
Okay.
text me. No, text it.
Is that not what you said?
No. I texted.
I texted it wild to you.
No, text it to 3483. He's text me instead. 3483. Okay, sorry,
Actually, I
fellas.
don't know that I have your number, Keyzie.
Let me just start this. Hang on. Just
Monteiths, born of the wild.
g'day, listeners. Would you like to win a wild West Coast weekend?
I've already asked them that.
Then text the word wild to 3483. Get yourself in the draw because you and a mate could win the ultimate West Coast weekend valued at $5,000.
Can I just ask a question here?
And if it's a good one.
I know I can't win it, Keyzie, but if my mate wins it, can he take me?
Yes, but I don't know if you have any mates.
Got it.
Name three of your mates.
You got me there, man.
Name three of your mates. Go on.
Reuben.
Reuben. Who the hell is Reuben?
Caleb. And Timmy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. If one of them win it, Jason, it's
Sounds
totally
legit.
fine. What does Reuben do for a crust?
Oh, I think he lives in Huntley with his mum.
Does he? So if you have got your phone out, you've texted wild to 3483. You're in the draw for the ultimate West Coast weekend. It's valued at $5,000. You get to pick what you want to do. You can go heli hunting or heli fishing or
How good.
skydiving or craft your own knife, forge it. Go hiking. You can go biking. You go to a wellness retreat if that's your speed. All I know is that whichever West Coast activity.
Go to a movie?
Sure. It's not really a wild West Coast activity, but whichever one you do choose, you and a mate will wrap up the day at the Monteiths Brewery. We'll rip into the tastiest pies from the West Coast Pie Company. Today we tried the wild venison pie.
Bloody good.
It was delicious.
Real good, fellas.
Because I preferred it to the nanny goat one, to be honest.
I really like the nanny goat one, but I think so too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Same.
I think so.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Nogi.
I tell you what,
Jase.
I loved it. Just a little touch of tamale sauce. It was perfect.
Gross. Hey, text wild 3483. Get yourself in the weekend. That's all thanks to the backbones at Monteiths, born of the wild.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Oasis there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening. Let's give out some advice, shall we?
Meet
Patty Nip 69.
Get in touch. It's a real email address, by the way. meetpattynip69@gmail.com. If you need advice on anything, it's 100% anonymous. And if it gets read out on the radio, $50 Reburger voucher, which is pretty great.
Bloody great.
G'day, fellas. This is from Anonymous. Around the home, I tidy as I go. In brackets, put toys back in the toy box, close bracket. But my wife
Yeah.
will leave random crap out everywhere and double handle stuff instead of tidying up. When it comes time for her to tidy, it's one frantic tidy while giving me the side eye as if to be like, why aren't you helping me with this mess, you mad bastard? What's up with that, lads? Why can't I get it to see that this is happening? Cheers, Anonymous.
Boy, have we been here before, Mogi.
Oh, my God.
Did you write that?
That's unbelievable. That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
And I was talking to actually my mum about it because my wife's away. She's left me.
Yes.
So, I was just bagging
Sorry to
while
hear
she
that,
was out of the
man.
house.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
But this is
Long time coming.
this is true. So what I do is so if I make a meal, for example, like breakfast, I'll clean it up immediately so the kitchen is clean.
Same.
But my wife, if she's working at home, for example, she'll get so locked into her work that it will just sit there all day. And this is not all of the time, but the vast majority of the time, certainly not most of the time, it's clean. And then, exactly as Anonymous says, at some point in a month or something like that, it will be a frantic cleaning up doing absolute stomping around the house, doing all the cleaning,
Effing
and
and
exactly that as well of acting like you're doing nothing.
Yes.
Which you might be on that occasion, but not taking into account the previous X amount of days and weeks. It is just how it is. And let me tell you, if you bring it up, you're wrong. Just know that. You're wrong. It's not true.
Wow.
You're imagining it. Jase?
Jase, can you relate, man?
Well, I'm a cleaner as I goer. I'm also, for me, the issue is more I want to biff stuff.
Oh, and let me tell you why my wife has left me. I'm going around and I'm biffing stuff left, right, and centre. I am loving it.
Yes.
Just biffing.
And I found out from a family member over the weekend that she's a massive minimalist and that her mother, my grandmother, is a massive or was. And it's a family trait to have as minimal amount of stuff in your life.
So they were poor.
My mother's the same, and her mother before her the same. So Mum has been around at our place over this weekend. I came into the kitchen. She was cleaning it. She was like, "I'm sorry, I hope you don't mind." I was like, "Oh, I don't mind. You get in there." She's just biffing everything. If there's something in there that is not off or open, if it just looks like it's not going to get used,
gone burger.
it's in the bin.
Gone
It's
burger.
like my history tells me that we never use this. It's going in the bin now. I'm not waiting for it to go off. It just goes in the bin. Or I'll give it away.
Keyzie, because you're kind of the opposite in a way, because if it looks like it's going to be biffed or not going to be used, you'll eat it.
You know, I'll just eat it.
There's sort of gorge on it.
So
your
basically-
wife will come home and you're sort of sitting on the floor in the kitchen.
Yeah, and I'll be like, "Hey, babe, we weren't going to eat this garlic powder, were we? Because I'm eating it." You know what I mean? She'd be like, "Yeah, great." Well, I
I
wasn't going to.
admire the fact that you don't waste stuff, Keyzie.
No, totally. The other night, we half a jar of sauerkraut.
Yes, exactly.
And I was like, "We're going to use this again?" Because we made Sammy's with it. And she's
That's
like, "Probably
right.
not." I was like, "Cool, because I'm going to eat it."
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I hope that helps.
But to be clear, and then the advice part of it is that you're 100% right. You're not imagining it. Everybody has this kind of an experience, but don't bring it up. Just shut up.
Yeah, or just eat it.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's the big show done and dusted for your Monday afternoon. Now, the podcast outro, which is the warm-up to the actual radio show. What's the clip today, Keyzie?
I think this is a clip about you in Vietnam.
Oh. Went to Vietnam at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. On a sex tour.
Yeah, with my family. With
Good
all
cover.
my, with
Good
all my
cover,
girls.
Didn't you say you were
a
dusting
lot-
off your old hunting gear? Your old hunting gear?
A lot of Americans
Didn't
there
you say
too.
it was like shooting in a barrel?
It's actually really bugging me. I can't.
Okay, because Pugs beeped that.
Yeah.
It sounded like we were saying something that's way filthier
way worse.
than
It
what we
wasn't
were
like
actually
that.
saying.
Oh, so you weren't.
No. What's really interesting, I find more so about the content, is Jase's just flagrant disregard for acknowledging anything we're saying. He acts like it's not happening at all. He
Which,
talks
yeah.
up, louder, continues the train of thought.
That's right.
He's not having a bar of it. So if you want to hear more of that,
Yeah,
get
which
involved
makes,
in the podcast.
makes me want to keep doing it.
Oh, it's very funny.
If you go and listen to the podcast, you'll find out why I'm like that.
What are you guys having for dinner tonight, man? Because Mogi, you just had dinner.
Feel like dinner tonight.
What
I've
did you
already
just-
had it.
What was it?
I've had a sort of a chicken noodly soup.
Oh, nice. What about you, Jase?
Well, my wife just texted me to say that she's running late, so tea's going to be a bit of a hodgepodge.
A slap together.
A slap together. And I said, that's fine, darling. Leave it to me. I can deal with it.
You'll slap it together?
Yeah. I'm thinking of bacon pudding.
Yum.
Bacon
Nice.
pudding with avocado, a bit of aioli, bit of cassundi.
Is it a buddy or a buddy?
Buddy.
Buddy.
But he likes
buddy.
to say things fancy to feel
All
fancy.
weird,
Yeah. What about you, Keyzie?
We had a roast chook last night, and we've got this new thing we're doing now where we'll have like a big roast, and then the next day use it to make really nice sandwiches, but like dinner sandwiches. So last time we made a Reuben sandwich out of a corned beef. This time my wife's found some sort of delicious chicken European-style sandwich, like Italian, with burrata cheese and all sorts of stuff.
Potatoes
and mashed potatoes and broccoli and chopped.
Hey, Jase, what would make your bacon butty really nice is just as you get it all made up. You know, it's just how you want it. A little bit of tomato sauce, a little bit of bacon.
Yes.
A little bit of pepper maybe on there as well. Butter, absolutely, on the white bread. And then your dog comes in and just lays a steamer all over the kitchen floor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then you just suck on it like a chili dog.
Sucking on a chili dog.
Good God. Hey, make sure you check out the Instagram account. Make sure you check out the podcast. Till tomorrow. See you later.
Bye.